Peace. It's February 22nd, and I would like to share a very common tactic that these gang stalkers, organized criminals, harassers use in order to get certain messages to me. One in particular is what is called anagram. What is an anagram? It is spelled A-N-A-G-R-A-M. According to Wikipedia, anagram is a word or phrase formed by rearranging the letters, typically by using the original letters or substitute letters and numbers. A very simple example is silence. If you rearrange that, it can mean license. If you rearrange the letters, you can make it mean license. So that is what an anagram is. A word or phrase formed by rearranging the letters. The gang stalkers have sensitized me to looking for certain patterns. And one of the areas where they've sensitized me to look for patterns are car plates. Because you can use the letters and the numbers of your standard British Columbia car plate to mean many things. And there are more than 40 types of car plates in BC. In addition to the standard ones, you have personalized car plates, where people can decide what specific word or what letters and numbers they would like on their car plate, so long as the province accepts. Now, the standard British Columbia car plate has the following format: letter, letter, number, 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 letter. Okay? AB1, 2, 3, C. That's the standard format of car plates in BC. I want you to either use your cell phone or take out a pen or pencil and a paper, or use your laptop. I'm going to give you certain word and number combinations using the BC standard car plate format. And I want you to let me know, well, if you can, through the message box below, or just for yourself, can you identify what these combinations mean? I have 7 word and number combinations for 7 different words. Okay, are you ready? The first one, and you can write it all together, right? Write all these together, or separate them after the third symbol, like an actual car plate, but it's up to you. The first one is GO122D. GO122D. That's a specific word. There's a word in there. The second one is JE513S. JE513S. There's a term, a meaning in this. The third one is FA817H. FA817H. The fourth one is PR4INR. PR4INR. Did I say N? It's supposed to, I was supposed to say 9. PR4I9R. The fifth one is PE314E. PE314E. The sixth one is GL079Y. GL079Y. And finally, the seventh is BI816E. BI816E. Write all these out in capital. And as for the numbers, ideally you're using the same format for numbers that you see on a computer, that a computer gives. Okay. So I'm going to give you the answer. You may want to pause if you're not yet ready. And some of you may find that in some of these number and word combinations I gave you, there's multiple meanings or multiple words. Some of you may be so creative that you're not just going to read them from left to right, but you're going to read them from right to left, or etc. But don't exaggerate. It has to be relatively somewhat easy to identify the number. Because as a targeted individual, there's a phase during the stalking where they want to know, they want me to know that they see me, that they are around me. They want me to know that they're present, that they're on my tail, so that I get anxious, paranoid, delusional, start questioning myself. Or sometimes it's a way for them to prime me to certain behaviors. Here's a way that somebody can prime you, and this is actually from a research that I read, a peer-reviewed research. Ask someone, and you have to do that with multiple people to see if the outcome remains the same in general. Describe your worst dating experience. And then after that, ask them, oh, how's your day going? And with other people, ask them, describe to me your best dating experience. The one that you really liked. And after that, oh, by the way, how are you doing? So that first question is a question that primes the individual to be in a certain state of mind. So if you ask me what my worst dating experience is, I'm going to use certain words that are negative. And as a result of using those words, and as a result of remembering that dating experience, I will also be re-experiencing similar feelings of that worst dating experience. So you would have primed me to be in a particular state. And then if you ask me, oh, by the way, how's your day going? How are you doing? My answer is likely, very likely, to reflect or be influenced by the first set of conversation we had. Man, I'm having a weird day. It's just been annoying. If you ask me my best dating experience, oh my God, man, there was so much love. Me and this person ended up going long term. In fact, she's my wife now. And we have great kids. By the way, how's your day going? Man, I'm living good. I am so blessed. I had a great day. Right? Those are likelihoods based on how you're primed. Advertisement uses that every time. This is psychology 101. Okay. So, the first word number combination is God. The second is Jesus. The third is faith. The fourth is prayer. The fifth is peace. The sixth is glory. The seventh is Bible. But my gang stalkers are not sharing these messages with me because they do the work of evil. They don't want me to prime me to have a good day. They don't want to prime me to get closer to God. They don't want to prime me to be healthy. I remember I was on my way to the gym. And these two individuals, these two women, Caucasian women, was walking opposite my direction, so we passed ways. And here's what they said. One of them said in a conversation, oh, I hate running. And the other one is like, yeah. It takes so much time. I dislike running. Or when I'm at a grocery store, I'm in the section where I'm getting some salad. All of a sudden, I see these people walking around with chips, a bag of chips, and they're like, crunching the bag of chips so it's making noise. They got so many buns and so many bread. They got like one of those bags of sweets. All of a sudden. How do I know it's all of a sudden? Because by now, I've always had to ask myself, am I just seeing things? So I treat my life as a lab, as a science lab. As a sociologist, one of my areas of expertise is in qualitative methodology, is the technique of observation. We learned that in university. Oh my God, thank you now to my qualitative methodology professors who, as one of classroom exercise assignment, told everybody to go out there and use one of the qualitative methods and come back. Write what you see and come back. So I remember I was at Brock University. I went to the bar of Brock University. I sat down at lunchtime and I just observed. And then I closed my eyes and I started to listen. And then I dropped down into my body, my senses, and I started to feel and sense. And then I've been meditating for years and years. So eventually it became second nature. I treat my body, my emotions, my mind, my social environment as a lab. So I would stay back. I will observe. All right, here are the people going to the salad section, the produce section. Okay. This amount of people. All right. They're taking about this long. Okay. All right. They look this way. All right. And then I pop into the scene. Oh, what's up? Who this? What? The atmosphere changes. It's like walking into a room that was full of laughter, and all of a sudden, you know. But that's not the only way that I come to know how my environment is being moved, changed, intentionally primed. Things are being maneuvered in a way to lead me to act, feel, think a particular way. But these stalkers, these harassers, they don't want me to get closer to God. They don't want me to feel good about myself or feel good about my day. So what messages do they send me? Here's what I've seen in those plates. I mean, it happens every day, multiple times within the same day. It's one thing if it's once in a blue moon. But when you see the following combination, HHA 92T, and then later on, FH8 41P, and then later on, H8, yes, PH8, and then whatever, man. After a while, I just stop taking it. But y'all know what this is, right? Hate. H8. Hate. The other one they share with me a lot is, excuse my French. You may want to, if you got children around here, you may want to cover their ears. But it's the crude word for a sex worker. So here's a plate. XH03L. The H and 0, right? They even have that on their shoes. I'm going to a gym and all of a sudden, in many gyms I go, I see shoes where it's HOKA. I don't know what brand it is. But man, that brand is not coming. But all of a sudden, that brand is staring in my face. Another word that they share with me is the following. Here is a plate. ID 1 0 8T. ID 108T. Me? You think I'm the idiot? In a nutshell, they started off how they primed me at first, sensitized me to being mindful of plates, is by using personalized plates where the word is very clear. It's spelt as it is. They'll have a word like monkey. They say MONKEY. I'm like, what Why am I seeing this all of, oh, you're call, oh, that racism, you're calling me the oh, I see, okay. Or they'll have the word repent. I'm like, yeah, I'm about that God stuff, but you're trying to tell me to feel, you're trying to cause cognitive dissonance in me right now. Or they'll have the word obey. That's one of their favorite one. Or they'll have, there's actually a brand where it's obey. They wear a hat and it says obey. They wear a shirt that says obey. All of a sudden I'm saying obey, obey. You know how these, I'm not going to get into that one for now. But some of these weird people get pleasure out of inflicting pain. It's a form of fantasy for them. Okay. But here are the typical ones that I've seen over and over and over. I've seen HO for H0 or HO for the word, you know what it means. I've seen H8 for hate, L8 for late. It's like, why am all of a sudden am I seeing plates with L8? Late? So I started, what am I late for? What am I? Oh, I'm like, oh, you're trying to make me, you know, again, anxious. EJ8, Egypt. I see a lot of NO or N0 for no. EW, ew. PT. What a pity. You're a pity. This is pitiful. SIN or S1N or 5IN or 51N, however, for sin. I'll see sin and then repent. Sin, obey, repent. No, idiot. How? Hate. And sometimes the words become almost purely lustful words, which I don't want to share right now.